Welcome to this edition of the Western Canada Officiating Development Partnership. I've seen many games at all levels of hockey already this season, and it's great to see the energy and excitement the officials are bringing to each and every game. One of the skills that's important, not only be a good official, but really a skill you use in every aspect of your life, is communication. There are many aspects of communication, including verbal, body language, and listening, which is a skill we can all get better at. All of these skills affect how we control emotions and ultimately how we control the game. We always have to stand up for ourselves, but if we're an effective communicator, it helps us control emotions of the participants, and it helps to develop trust and respect for the players and the coaches. Let's first take a look at communication with players and coaches, some thoughts from officials at a variety of levels of hockey.
Communication skills are very, very important. To know when to maybe bark, when not to bark, when to have a good conversation with somebody, but you're always open to listening to somebody's concerns during a game, be it directly or from the side with earshot, where you're trying to get to the bottom of things. You always want to have a good emotional intelligence on the ice and understand what's going on and what's winding these people up. Then you can put an end to it.
Yeah, communication's important because that dictates how you are perceived, how you are understood by everybody in the rink, whether that's the coaches, fans, other officials and players, whether that's through your body language, through what you say, through what you do, it's going to dictate how they understand you. So, and being understood is important for how the game goes. Whether it's a conversation with the coach, whether it's how the coach sees you skating in that first lap, everything kind of adds to that, I guess.
There's lots of things that happen throughout the game that maybe the coach doesn't understand why a specific call was made. And if you're able to have a good rapport, a good communication with the coaches, you're able to get your message across to them. And whether they agree with it or not, having that dialogue will help the entire game and the entire flow of the game for everyone.
So I find it's very important to have communication between your players and your coaching, only because it's the only way you're going to be able to explain and help these girls or boys learn how to play hockey. So keeping the communication between them is so important. You're going to stop giving penalties. A great ref will talk people out of getting penalties. So that's where the communication takes place.
One of the most important parts is because there's such an intensity level when you're on the ice, when you're in a competitive environment like this, being able to quickly and effectively communicate. In some cases, you're skating by the bench. You've got a brief moment to deliver a message, and if you're able to do that, effectively, it could really help streamline the whole process.
On this clip, certainly a close play at the net. Our official does a good job, in a good spot, but does a good job after the fact to have a subtle, quiet conversation with the coach.
Hey, Brennan, on that one goal there, I don't review that because he gets pushed in and it's an unreviewable situation. Okay, thank you.
This one's a little bit different kind of communication. We've gone over, taken a little more time. We're direct, it's not a subtle conversation. We've heard their argument, we've explained our point of view, we said thank you and moved on.
Derek, the reason why that's not a penalty is on the bottom third, he's making a play at the puck there. He's coming across, I don't have him coming down and across there. He's making a play at the puck, that's why it's not a penalty. Hey, can I talk or no? Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
I understand that part.
Yep.
And watch the first trip down the other end. It was pretty soft. That one there, he's in a scoring area where their guy wasn't. He would have got the puck. That's a slash straight across. When I watch it delivering up top, it wasn't this way.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll watch your review.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like this, I'll agree with you. But it's like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Then if I see that wrong, then if I have it across, if it's down and across, I'll admit that I'm wrong. No problem there. Thank you.
And then just some good conversations, official to player, maybe helping them, telling them what is a penalty, what isn't, maybe bring their level of emotion down a little bit, just how we communicate with the players.
All done, good job. We're all done. Hey boys! Hey guys, Guys, how about we keep our sticks to ourselves there? Like, why we gotta touch him there?
Okay, if he slashes him on the hands there, fine, right? But he whacks the stick out of his hand after the whistle. There's no consequence. We don't need it.
Interesting how much we said thank you. Dealing and communicating with players and coaches is a skill that we develop over time. The thoughts you just heard will help you as you move forward in your officiating career. Another important participant we must communicate well with is our teammates, our fellow officials. The work we do on communicating with them leads us to what makes the group successful, and that is teamwork and being a good teammate. Being able to have open and honest conversation, and not only what we say as teammates, but how we listen as teammates, will help make us all successful. These conversations should take place before the game. We can talk about the teams, maybe the last game they played between these two teams, anything that provides intel so we can prepare for the upcoming game. We should be having subtle conversations and stoppages, as simple as, let's really be aware of teams going to the heart of the net. Any kind of game intel. Certainly between periods when we talk about the game, penalties we called, or non-calls that we may have made. These conversations should be between all officials working, linespersons and referees. It is everyone's responsibility to see the game and provide intel. Let's hear from some people involved in the game on the importance of teamwork and working with our fellow officials.
There's a third team on the ice, and a lot of people don't recognize that. But if you watch a good officiating group out on the ice together, you'll see them talking to each other during the play, after the play. And that kind of ability to share information makes everybody better on the ice. You can only see so much out there. And if you're getting information from, whether you're a lines person, you're getting information from your partner or from the referee, or you're the referee and you're getting information from your lines people, that makes you better. And when you're a good teammate, your teammates on the ice want to share with you. They want to make you and each other better. And of course, that's the kind of skill that you can take out and apply to school or apply to work, or apply to your community in a way that makes you somebody who's more interesting and better capable to do other things in the world.
Well, we're a team out there, right? We're a team working with other teams, and we have to make sure that we're transparent in our process with everyone else that we're dealing with. But we're a team out there, and it's not an individual thing. We have to rely on each other. We have to trust each other, and that doesn't happen without us telling each other what's going on, without offering help or making sure there's support in situations or asking each other what we think. You can't properly manage a game if you don't trust the four people on the ice that you're or three, or depending on how many people you're out there with. But trust the crewmates that you're on the ice with, number one.
There's 4 of us on the ice. There's 8 eyes out there. We're all looking kind of at different spots and focusing on different things. So we're always not going to be able to pick up everything that's happening. So if I'm noticing something that's going on, I want to make sure my teammates are aware of what I'm kind of learning as the game's going on.
You know, when you get into a huddle, if you need to discuss a major penalty or an interesting situation on the ice, you're not expected to kind of see the whole play, but sometimes you put together 4 stories and at the end of it you come out with the right call. So being able to very clearly communicate what you saw, even if it's only a small part of the play.
Whether it's before, during, or after the game, we can all learn something from one another, talk about any situations that may arise or have arisen throughout the game. And we owe it to the game to be on the same page. We owe it to the players, the coaches, the fans, and the game itself to be confident and to be communicating well with one another, and to give our team as the officiating staff the respect they deserve to hear their opinions, but also for them to hear ours.
And how we can communicate official to official, how we provide intel, how we help to prepare for the next shift in the next period. Here's some good examples.
You say it looks like if he holds him? Yeah, because I can't tell him, but the way he goes down, it looks like he might have like taken his stick and poked the back of his skate zone.
No, he definitely didn't poke the back of his skates. His stick was like waist high.
Was it? Okay. I was wondering.
Maybe.
And it's not a slew foot. He just kind of bumps him in the guy.
He's being a bit of an idiot. Like it wasn't much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What happened with the one change with Saskatoon's D coach?
They like got confused, I guess, with who was coming, and yeah, so we're good now. Yeah, he said it was his fault. I said I forgive him.
Well, I mean, the nice thing is after whistles, it's pretty well calmed down, eh?
Oh, yeah.
We got a few penalties can do.
Yeah.
An example of a play that we missed and how we communicate how we have to get better, but we talk about the play.
Yeah, can I see his helmet back?
What he's talking about.
He's walking along the blue line, coming across like to the board side here, and he shoots it on net. And then
Was I watching the front?
yeah, okay, that's on me.
Okay.
Communication, a life skill that translates onto the ice and is one of the biggest assets to being a successful official. Communication is a skill we can work on every day, whether it be at work, school, or at home with family and friends. You can work on body language, listening skills, facial expressions, all things we can get better at over time. My daughters always tell me they know when I'm joking because my face betrays me. What a true statement about how people perceive things and a skill I need to work on to get better at. We hope the games are going well and you can use the communication to enhance your officiating toolbox. Travel safe, have great games, and enjoy your teammates.